Once upon a time, in a small village called Amud, there lived a very poor girl called Adako. Adako was no stranger to sorrow. From the moment she lost her parents, her life became a series of relentless struggles. Her father, a brave hunter, and her mother, a gifted weaver, had been her ward, but when a fever swept through the village of Amod, it took them, leaving Adako to fend for herself at the tender age of 8. The villagers were kind at first, offering her scraps of food and old clothing, but their kindness faded when someone had their own mouths to feed. Soon, Adako was left alone to fight for her survival. As the years passed, Adako grew into a quiet, determined young lady. She wandered the forest searching for wild fruits and roots to eat. The days were very long and the nights were lonelier, but her parents' voices seemed to whisper to her in the wind, urging her to endure. One fateful evening, as hunger gnawed at her belly, she knelt beneath a tall iroko tree and spoke to the spirit of her ancestors. Mother, father, she cried, if you're watching over me, please help me. I don't know how much longer I can survive. The forest went still, as if listening. Adako pressed her palms together in prayer with tears slipping down her cheeks. Then something strange happened. As her hands rubbed together, she felt a tingling warmth. She opened her eyes to find small golden candles with bright colors glittering like drops of sunlight scattered before her. Her heart raced. She picked one up and tasted it. It's a sweet, nutty fruit burst on her tongue. Is this food? A gift from her ancestors, she wondered. The next day, after going many hours without food, she decided to try again. She closed her door tightly, knelt down, and rubbed her palms. More golden candles appeared. She was amazed. She roasted some over a small fire, and the aroma filled her heart. That day, she ate to her satisfaction and saved some for the next day. Adaku's life began to change. She rested the golden candle, the sweet aroma drifted into nearby huts, causing villagers to follow the scent to her footsteps. What are you cooking, Adako? An elderly woman, Ukoma asked. Adako hesitated. How could she explain that the maize came from her body? I found these seeds in the forest, she lied, offering Ukoma a handful. The woman tasted it and her face lit with excitement. This is delicious, she exclaimed. Okoma rushed around the village, telling everyone. Soon, more villagers gathered, eager to taste. Hadaku's bowl was empty by evening, and everyone wanted more. Seeing the demand, Adaku began pouring more kernels each night, producing more kernel each night and even planted some seed behind her hut. Within months, the corn grew taller than any in the village that ever seen, with massive shining ears of corn. Jamo spread far and wide. Her garden became the pride of Amod. One night, she laid on her bamboo bed. An idea crossed her mind. What if I sell the corn at the market? The next day, she took her corn to the market. The corn attracted many villagers. She sold each cup for 15 naira and made 2,000 naira before noon, more money than she had ever dreamt of. News of her corn spread to neighboring village. Outsiders paid higher prices for it, and daily crowds gathered at her home. Adako's fortune grew. She renovated her home, bought new clothes, and fed the poor. She paid school fees for over 30 children. But Adako kept her secret. She claimed the gods had blessed her with magical seeds. Not everyone was convinced. Some women grew jealous and angry. How can a poor orphan rise above everyone? They grumbled. One evening, Ugochi vowed to uncover her secret. She gathered the women who must expose her. They sent young girls to spy on Adako, pretending to fetch water, but they found nothing. Frustrated, they sent Lebechi, Amaka's clever daughter, to work as a maid at Adako's house. Lebechi settled there and secretly watched Adako's every move. For 10 nights, she found nothing. But on the 11th night, Lebechi heard Adako praying. Peeking through a hole, she watched as Adako rubbed her palm, and golden kernels fell from her hands. Lebechi was touched. She ran back to her room, her heart pounding. The next morning, Lebechi rushed back home, telling her mother everything. Amaka was overjoyed. They finally had proof. The woman brought the matter to the village elders. She conjured food from her bodies, forbidding magic, they cried. Adako was dragged before the elders. You must have been accused of witchcraft, the chief elder said. Adako stood firm. My ancestor blessed me, she said. I have only shared this gift to help us survive. Some villagers nodded, remembering her kindness, but fear and jealousy swayed others. Amaka shouted, if we let her continue, misfortune will fall on us. The chief elder asked, can you prove this is from the ancestors? Adako could only tell the truth. I have done nothing but help, she said. After much debate, the elders ruled, whether blessing or curse, this power must leave our village. Adako was sentenced to death. At the river edge, they built a wooden prayer. As she was tired, Adako cried out, you may take my life, but wherever my body touches the earth, corn will grow, and it will feed your children. The flames rose, a sudden wind swept through, sparks flew, and golden colors burst from the ground around her. Villagers gasped. She told the truth, someone cried, but it was too late. Adako was gone. As her body was carried back to the village for burial, wherever it touched, the ground grew golden corn, bearing fused blossom. From that day, the villagers called it Adako's gift. They planted corn with care and told her story to everyone, every generation. A reminder of what fear and envy had destroyed. Adako's sacrifice was never forgotten. We have come to the end of this story. I hope you did enjoy it. If this is your first time of turning into my channel, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button and turn on your bell button. For my returning subscribers, a big thank you.